The origin and evolution of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, a military euphemism. The phrase Whiskey Tango Foxtrot has become a recognizable euphemism in both military circles and popular culture, offering a more polite way to express shock, confusion, or disbelief. This military-derived expression has an interesting history that bridges formal communication protocols and informal slang. The NATO Phonetic Alphabet Foundation. The foundation of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot lies in the NATO phonetic alphabet, a standardized communication system formally established in the 1950s. This phonetic alphabet was developed to ensure clear and unambiguous communication, particularly in situations where radio transmissions might be garbled or unclear. In this system, each letter is represented by a specific word chosen for its distinctiveness when pronounced. The complete system. The NATO phonetic alphabet assigns unambiguous code words to each letter of the English alphabet. A is Alpha, B is Bravo, C is Charlie, D is Delta, E is Echo, F is Foxtrot, G is Golf, H is Hotel, I is India, J is Juliet, K is Kilo, L is Lima, M is Mike, N is November, O is Oscar, P is Papa, Q is Quebec, R is Romeo, S is Sierra, T is Tango, U is Uniform, V is Victor, W is Whiskey, X is X-ray, Y is Yankee, Z is Zulu. The system underwent significant testing and refinement. Earlier versions included different words that proved problematic. For example, Beta, later replaced with Bravo, and Coca, replaced with Charlie, as they created confusion when used by speakers from different nationalities. Military origins and adoption. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot represents the letters W, T, and F using the NATO phonetic alphabet, serving as a euphemistic substitute for the expression, "What the F word?" or its acronym, WTF. The euphemism WTF itself has been documented since at least 1985, first appearing in a Usenet post by Jay Fields. Naval connection. Some sources suggest the euphemism originated specifically in the US Navy. The expression, "cuss like a sailor," had given the Navy a reputation for colorful language, and military leadership sought to professionalize communication. Using the phonetic alphabet to create a less offensive version of WTF was part of this broader effort to clean up military language while still conveying the same sentiment. By the late 1980s, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot had appeared online as a military-style variation of the WTF euphemism. While its exact point of origin within military circles remains unclear, it was firmly adopted by service members and eventually spread far beyond its initial context. Cultural expansion and media presence. The phrase gained broader cultural recognition through various media appearances, helping to bring this military slang into civilian awareness. Notable appearances. The phrase has appeared in various forms of media. It served as the title of Ashley Gilbertson's 2007 Iraq War memoir. Television shows like Scandal, 2011 episode, and NCIS, 2013 episode, used it as episode titles. Most significantly, the 2016 comedy film Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, starring Tina Fey, brought the phrase to mainstream attention. The film, though it uses the phrase as its title, is actually inspired by, rather than directly based on, the experiences of journalist Kim Barker in Afghanistan. In the movie adaptation, Barker's character, renamed Baker, transitions from print journalism to television reporting, though the real Barker worked for the Chicago Tribune. Similar military euphemisms, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, is just one example of how the military uses the phonetic alphabet to create euphemisms or shorthand expressions. Other examples include common military phrases, Charlie Foxtrot, CF, Cluster F, K, describing an operation that has gone disastrously wrong, Alpha Mike Foxtrot, AMF, Adios Mother F, Kerr, often said before assaulting an enemy, Sierra Hotel, Sh, T, Hot, referring to something or someone excellent or highly skilled. November golf, now NG. Not good, indicating a failure. These expressions showcase how military personnel creatively use the phonetic alphabet to communicate efficiently, while sometimes masking profanity or adding a layer of insider knowledge. Contemporary usage today. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot has transcended its military origins to become a recognizable phrase in civilian life. It's frequently used in situations warranting surprise, confusion, or disbelief, particularly when someone wants to express these sentiments in a more polite or professional manner than using explicit language would allow. Modern applications. In contemporary usage, the phrase appears in professional settings where explicit language would be inappropriate media that wants to reference the sentiment of WTF without using profanity. Online communications and social media. Aviation and other technical fields that regularly use the phonetic alphabet. The New York Times famously avoids printing explicit acronyms like WTF, instead describing Whiskey Tango Foxtrot as military slang for an expression of shock, a euphemism for a euphemism. Conclusion. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot exemplifies how language evolves across contexts, from a formal communication system designed for clarity in critical situations to an informal euphemism that allows for the expression of strong emotions in more socially acceptable ways. Its journey from military jargon to mainstream recognition demonstrates the dynamic nature of language and how specialized terminology can cross boundaries to enter everyday speech. The phrase's enduring popularity reflects both its practical utility as a euphemism and our cultural fascination with military terminology and codes, creating a linguistic bridge between military and civilian worlds that continues to resonate today.